In today's video, we'll learn some practices that will help you change your mindset. Your mindset is the number one factor determining whether or not you'll be successful on your healing journey. Your mindset, in a word, is everything. If you don't have a healthy mindset when you're trying to heal from your trauma, then you're just going to go in a circle of negative thought after negative thought after negative mindset after negative mindset. You need a positive mindset to have positive growth. And now are some steps that will help you turn your negative mindset into a positive one. The first step is to learn your why. What this means is find out your reason for going on your healing journey. Figure out why you actually want to get better. Figure out something that will get you out of bed in the morning on those days that feel like they just won't end because you're going through so much in your brain. Figure out your purpose for doing this healing journey, for going on this healing journey and getting better. Think about how you will feel when you get there. Link everything to an emotion, because emotions speak to the deeper parts of our brain that don't understand language. So if you link everything to an emotion, how you're going to feel when you get to that why, then it's going to be a huge motivating factor in pushing you through those tough days that feel like they just won't end. Step number 2 is to accept that you need to change your mindset. Everyone gets comfortable with the way they live their lives, with their day-to-day activities. But getting comfortable means that you stagnate, that you don't grow. So you have to get a little uncomfortable by accepting that the negative thoughts that you tell yourself every day, that the negative things that you feel every day need to change. And change is difficult because our brain naturally wants to go on the path of least resistance. And the path of least resistance is doing the same thing that you've done every day. But when that thing is not serving you anymore, when it's not making you happy, when it's not making you feel fulfilled, then it needs to change. And the first step to that change is to accept that it needs to happen. Step number 3 is to identify exactly what needs to change. And how this differs from step number 2 is that you're going to get really specific. So is it your self-doubt? Is it the negative way that you talk to yourself every day? Is it the way that you don't believe that you can actually feel better? Is it the way that you hold on to your depression and your anxiety like it's an identity, and you're afraid that if it goes away, if it gets better, then you'll no longer know who you are? Those are the type of things that you need to identify specifically and call them out and say that they need to change. Step number 4 is to turn all of that negative energy, turn it all into a positive. So if you're going through your day and you look in the mirror and you see yourself and you start picking apart everything that you see in the mirror, every little flaw, instead of doing that, find everything that you like about yourself. Tell yourself that you feel and that you look great today. Just telling yourself that is going to boost your emotions, and it's going to boost your feelings that day, and it's just going to make you feel so much better. This will take time for you to actually start to believe yourself, but the more and more you turn those negatives into a positive, the more and more your brain will start to believe it and start to actually think it on its own instead of automatically going to those negative thoughts. So those are the 4 steps that you can take to help you start to change your mindset. One technique that you can use to help you go through all of these steps is meditation. Meditation is a way that you can sit still and just observe your thoughts. And when you observe those thoughts, if you happen to have a negative one float by, then you just take it and you turn it into a positive. And then just think about that positive and then just make it a part of yourself. There are great apps that you can use for self-guided meditation. One is called Insight Timer, and another one is called Calm, C-A-L-M, Calm. Those are the two that I use. I specifically use Insight Timer more often because there's more meditations that you can get without actually having to pay a fee for it. Calm has really great meditations on it, but there is a yearly subscription to unlock all of the meditations. But either way that you go, both are really great. So those are my 4 steps and my 1 technique that you can use to help you change your negative mindset into a positive one. As always, you can contact me on my Facebook page or on the contact page on thebutterfliesproject.com. And always remember that you are not alone, and I appreciate you. See you next week.